So, Hallöchen. Ja, da sind wir wieder mit Folge 3 zum Let's Play von Metal Gear Solid 4, ganz auf the Patriots. Und ich habe es ja schon in der letzten Folge gesagt, ich werde jetzt nochmal ein bisschen die Codex durchswitchen und mal gucken, was da noch für Informationen drin sind. Dann werde ich auch jetzt erstmal wieder die Klappe halten. Und ihr könnt das Spiel einfach mal auf euch wirken lassen, guckt es euch einfach an. Jeder kann es anders spielen auch, ne? Also ihr müsst da nicht so durchschleichen, wie ich das mache. Ihr könnt auch einfach eine Waffe zücken und dort jeden abknallen, der euch entgegenläuft. Das führt genauso zum Ziel wie alles andere, wird aber unter Umständen ein bisschen schwieriger. Je nachdem, was man für einen Schwierigkeitsgrad hat, muss man dann eben gucken, wie man das dann genau macht, dass man da möglichst stressfrei durchkommt. Aber prinzipiell steht einem jede Möglichkeit offen. So, wir switchen nochmal schnell ins Spiel rüber, bevor sich jemand wundert. So, also, ne, ich mache jetzt ein bisschen weiter, Codex und so weiter, und dann bewege ich mich zum Ziel und dann, ja, werde ich im passenden Moment nochmal kommentieren.
Snake, you've got to rendezvous with our informants. Listen, the fighting around you is getting more intense. Use radar and the Mark II to make your job easier. I created the Mark II to provide you with mission support. It's outfitted with a full suite of support functions. It can transport weapons and items, assess your condition, conduct recon, provide map data, and analyze the state of battle. You can also use its menu screen to adjust camouflage settings and change equipment. To access the menu screen, press the Start button. I've set the Mark II to shadow you at all times. It'll be there for you to call upon whenever and wherever you need it.
Tell me something, Otacon. What possessed you to name it Metal Gear Mark II?
I named it that so I'd never forget that I was the one who designed Rex. But the Mark II's no weapon of mass destruction. It's a remote mobile terminal designed solely to support you. I want to show the world that technology can work wonders when it's used the right way. I'll bet that 50 years from now, robot buddies like the Mark II will be a vital part of our society. Even now, 30% of all snipers use robot spotters. I don't think it's quite what Asimov imagined, but we may already be living in the caves of steel. Let me give you a brief rundown on controlling the Mark II. Use the left stick to move it around. Use the right stick to adjust the camera angle. To execute an electric shock attack with the manipulator, hold down the aim button and press the attack button. See a switch? Turn it on and off with the manipulator. Wall in front of you? Knock on it to make some noise. To turn stealth camo on and off, press the stealth button. Press in the R3 button to switch between first person and overhead views. All the controls I've explained to you are available for review in briefing. Check it out if you forget how to do something. Snake, the weapons you pick up will be temporarily stored in your backpack. To use one, you need to be carrying it on your person. First, press the Start button to open up the Mark II's menu screen and choose Weapons. Then move the cursor to the weapon you want to use and press the OK button to select it. The same goes for your other equipment too, except you choose Items from the menu screen. There's a limit to how much gear you can carry. Keep that in mind when considering what to take and what to leave behind. If you ever forget how to use the controls, or just need a refresher, review them by going to Briefing on the Mark II menu screen. Those guys really know how to put on a show. I'm sure it was old and decrepit already, but I've never seen a building go down like that. Don't forget, Snake, this is a battlefield. Conditions are changing all the time. Sometimes those conditions make it easier for you to lay low. Sometimes they make it harder. Always be on the lookout for the tides to turn. If you see an opening, grab it. For example, if the enemy is locked in battle, they won't be watching their backs. You might try sneaking behind them. During manual control, the Mark II maintains a wireless link with you. But the control signal range is deliberately kept short by an attenuator on the transmitter circuit. The distance varies by environment, so I can't give you an exact figure. But even under the best conditions, it can't exceed 50 meters.
50 meters? That's pretty short. Why impose a limit like that? Seems more useful if I could control it from further away.
Of course, I need plenty of signal when I control it, but in your case, you have to be conscious of the danger from DF. You can't risk using a high-power electrical signal for too long. It's like holding up a big sign saying, "Hey, I'm over here!" So try and keep the Mark II close to you when you use it. Keep that in mind, and the Mark II should serve you well. Snake, this should go without saying, but just so we're clear, you're practically defenseless while controlling the Mark II. So if you're going to use it, you should do it from someplace you're not likely to be found. Right now, the militia and PMCs are at a stalemate, and just about the whole area is lit up with gunfire. Things are dangerous there, even for a guy like you. But if you could somehow tip the balance...
I might be able to divert the hotspot elsewhere.
Bingo! I'll bet you could shape battlefield conditions to make sneaking easier. Maybe by destroying a key weapon that one side relies on.
Otacon, you gave the Mark II stealth capability?
Yeah. The Mark II doesn't have to worry about damage from EM waves because it's a machine, and its surface area is small enough that cost isn't a problem. The trade-off being that it can be easily spotted by heat-seeking unmanned weapons. Keep that in mind, okay? Snake, you need to rendezvous with our informants. They're U.S. Special Forces. If you need to know which way to go, check your radar. Head for the building where our informants are waiting. Your radar will show you which way to go. Snake, you need to rendezvous.
Ein kleiner Kommentar noch. Oh, boah, ich fand das gerade richtig cool. Da hatte der Otacon hatte ja das mit den Robotern erwähnt und mit Metal Gear und so weiter und keine Massenvernichtungswaffe, und heutzutage benutzt ja jeder Scharfschütze einen Spy-Robot, der ihm das Gebiet vorher aufklärt und so weiter. Das war echt ziemlich genial, weil im Prinzip hat er dann ja noch Isaac Asimov und die Stahlhöhlen erwähnt. Krass ist einfach, ich habe im Jahr 2008 das Buch noch nicht gelesen, aber wenn ich das jetzt so höre, dann versteht man den Bezug viel besser und einem wird mal so klar, was der damit überhaupt meint. Und einem wird auch klar, was Kojima unter Umständen alles gelesen hat, ne? Der wird, und da bin ich mir relativ sicher, alle Bücher von Isaac Asimov gelesen haben, tippe ich einfach mal drauf. Weil besonders diese Roboter-Thematik ist in diesem Spiel immer präsent, permanent. Und ja, das ist halt auch ein cooler Spielaspekt, könnte man sagen. So, weiter geht's. Oh, ich fand das so flashig, so geil irgendwie. Mir dann erstmal gedacht, boah, krass. Früher habe ich da wahrscheinlich nur gesessen und ich habe das Codec wahrscheinlich noch nicht mal gehört, ne? Aber ja, so haben wir es jetzt mal gesehen.
The Mark II is more than just a communications terminal. It's got a lot of other functions as well. Try taking it for a spin. See for yourself what it can do.
achte auch mal an dieser Stelle darauf, dass er das mit einem PlayStation 3 Controller steuert. Das ist auch ein kleines, interessantes Detail in dem Spiel.
Pretty dark in there. Switch the solid eye to night vision mode.
Reinforcements up top. You ready to roll?
Yeah, I'm good.
Great. Let's go. Right behind you.
Not that bad. Just hang in there. Get you patched up. Just hold on a little longer.
Damn it! What the hell were those freaks?
What's that?
You didn't see them. Those four. Weird looking.
What are you talking about?
The way they moved. It wasn't more like beasts. They slaughtered us.
Beasts?
So many of them. Yeah!
Okay, take it easy. Just don't try to talk. Hang in there!
Hey! Just my imagination. Intel indicates the enemy's deploying short specialists out in the front. Their appearance may be strange, but they demonstrated incredible combat ability. We've already lost several units.
Here, one of them even flies.
One of them does indeed seem capable of flight. At the same time, it also takes control over several UCAVs, increasing its air attack capability.
One of my men recovered with thanks to those statements.
Now, they appear capable of working together or acting independently. My guess is that they're building an aerial surveillance network.
See.
Exactly. We can tell by the way they're placing their snipers. They've got an edge. Must be getting full terrain data on the entire area.
In other words,
So. Ja, jetzt sind wir an einem Punkt. Also ich wurde jetzt schon einmal entdeckt, das war nicht zu vermeiden irgendwie. Da konnte ich nicht schnell genug weglaufen. Ich habe mich wahrscheinlich erst hinter der Tür verstecken sollen. Aber mit der Zeit, wenn man das öfter spielt, dann kommt man so ein bisschen besser drauf, wie man da jetzt einen Feind umgehen kann. Ich werde jetzt an dieser Stelle erstmal einen Cut machen. Vorher noch eine kleine Sache hier. Wir haben gerade eine Tarnung gefunden. Und die können wir natürlich jetzt auch anlegen. Das heißt, wenn wir diese Tarnung anhaben, erkennen uns die Milizen hier nicht mehr als Feind. Also dann können wir an denen ganz normal vorbeilaufen. Ohne Probleme, die werden uns nicht behelligen. Und das ist halt auch quasi der Anzug, den wir am Anfang des Spiels quasi hatten. Ne? Ist auch mal schön, dass man hier mal so einfach mal sehen kann, wie hoch die Texturauflösung in diesem Spiel eigentlich ist. Ne? Also das ist halt für PlayStation 3 Verhältnisse ein ganz schönes Brett und es gibt teilweise heutzutage 2015 Spiele, wo das nicht mal viel besser gemacht ist als hier. Also das mal dazu. Das sieht auf jeden Fall schön aus. Kann auch die Farbe der Weste ändern beispielsweise, mache ich aber in dem Fall nicht. Hier die Tarnung, die passt ja die Tarnung, ne? An dieser Stelle. Ich rufe nochmal kurz das Codec ab, glaube ich, und dann nur noch einmal, um mal zu sehen, ob da jetzt noch irgendwas Neues ist. Mal gucken.
Otacon,
Yeah, I heard it too.
a special forces unit with advanced gear. Who are they?
Some kind of mercenary hired by the PMCs? Anyway, if you do run into those guys, don't get caught off guard. And Snake, remember that guy said one of them has UCAVs under his control.
Right. One of his men picked up some pieces. That must be what they had in front of them. Looked the same as the one that bombed that building. They may be small, but they bite hard.
You better be extra careful they don't see you. Snake, the PMC soldiers are using ID guns.
ID guns?
See how the word locked appears in the weapon list?
Yeah.
ID guns are equipped with locks. As long as the lock is engaged, you can't pull the trigger.
Any suggestions?
The locks are only disengaged when they recognize the nanomachine ID inside a soldier's body. Anyone not possessing nanomachines keyed to the system, or anyone who's keyed but not authorized to use that weapon, won't be able to pass the ID gun's verification process.
So I can't use PMC guns.
I'm afraid not. You're not registered with the system. And it's not just weapons either. Vehicles, buildings, everything used for military purposes is secured with this ID control system. Without the proper IDs, it's impossible for PMCs or state armies to fight. Think of it as a soldier's dog tag, only at the nano level.
So, I shouldn't even bother picking up ID guns.
For now, at least. But they might come in handy later on. Snake, if you find there's not enough light to see with the naked eye, you can always use the solid eye's night vision mode. I see you found yourself an operator uniform. As long as you're wearing it, you can do what you need to do and the militiamen won't suspect a thing. It'll be a useful tool in certain situations. But be careful. Hurt a fellow militiaman while wearing the uniform and you'll blow your cover. Got it? The device you're wearing over your left eye is the solid eye.
3D glasses, huh? I remember having a toy pair called Tobit Acid back when I was a kid.
Tobit acid? Okay. Never heard of it. The solid eye is a multi-purpose goggle equipped with a variety of functions. It has the same night vision capabilities as ENVGs, as well as a monocular function. It can also display a wide range of data as called for by the situation at hand. It's capable of using visual cues to pull up target data on any soldiers or weapons within its field of vision. Say, for instance, the target is a soldier. The solid eye will display the soldier's physical and emotional state based on body temperature, heart rate, and even sweat secretion. You can toggle the solid eye's functions in the item window. Head for the building where our informants are waiting. Your radar will show you...
So, okay, das haben wir jetzt auch nochmal schnell gehört. Das denke ich mal auch ganz gut. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge. Da geht es jetzt dann auch im Anschluss direkt weiter. Und dann werde ich sicherlich noch ein bisschen spielen. Also solange die Aufnahmen jetzt hier so perfekt sind, macht das auch mal Bock, weil man sich da nicht mehr groß drüber Gedanken machen muss, ob das jetzt hinhaut oder nicht. Also, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge und dann bis gleich.